Greetings beautiful gamers, this is BoyDreamz. Welcome to another Runeterra video. Well, here we are with Pantheon once more, and this time I ended up making an actual competitive deck instead of the meme that I like and enjoy. Before we go to the deck, I must say this. I might not be the first one to do this, as I sometimes watch a streamer that has it for Fizz in a good way. So he probably has tried every possible Fizz combo. Regardless, if he didn't, then I'm glad to be the first. Here is Fizz Pantheon deck. So without any further nonsense, enjoy the narrated matches. So our first match is against a Viego Susan deck. And my opponent is an ass face who like to waste my time, so I did the same to their stupid ass. Round 2, I got the Seeker in and gave him a gem for luck, and that was the round. On round 3, my opponent filled the board with units, and I was tempted to go for another trigger for Pantheon, but then decided to go for a manifest and got a poison dart to kill one of their units. Round 4, my opponent showed me a unit that no one ever thought it existed because it sucks. Anyway, I went for my Oracle. Round 5, I opened attack with my Keeper, well, it's Seeker, come on me, and got yet another trigger. Round 6, I drew with my Pale Cascade and blocked my opponent's attack. Then on round 7, I wanted to go for lethal, but I was gonna be one of lethal, so I didn't use the gem. But in round 8, my opponent summoned a Viego, and I was lucky enough to get Pantheon, so I gemmed my Seeker to get him an extra keyword, then summoned him. After long consideration, my opponent decided to attack and lost their Viego, and the other thingy, I forgot his name or her name. Well. Round 9, I opened attack because I had lethal and it was game. Voila. Next match is against an old deck, Leblanc Ash. So round 1, my Seeker comes into the play and attack. Round 2, I lost that Seeker. How rude. Round 3, Fizz came to play and I used Pale Cascade to push 3 damage. Round 4, my opponent summoned Ash, and when I manifest, I get an interesting card, so I tried to kill Ash but failed. On 5, I got a lovely top deck, which allowed me to push 5 damage with Fizz. Look how lovely that is. Round 6, my opponent attacked with a Yeti and a couple of idiots, along with a dead Ash. So I leveled up my Fizz and got a trigger towards Pantheon. Round 7, I started with a Guiding Touch, then summoned my Seeker, only to get punished by getting frozen. Yet, I pushed as much damage as possible. Around 8, my opponent tried to close the game. Little did they know, I was not having it. So I used one of my Guiding Touches on face to ensure the draw from Pale Cascade. But I got a good top deck that made me not need Pale Cascade. After the attack was resolved, I used my other pail, then summoned my Bluetooth. The following round, I used hidden pathways to give Fizz elusive and ensured that I play around them having a freeze other than harsh winds. And my opponent just gave me the win. Last match of the video was against the most boring Pantheon deck, so yeah. Round 1, they got their Seeker. Round 2, they opened attack. And I opened on round 3, because why not? They tried to kill my goat and save their Seeker, but I wasn't having it. So I killed their Seeker and saved my goat. Around 4, I decided to just get a trigger towards Pantheon level up and just eat damage. Round 5, I dropped down my dragon, whom my opponent tried to kill right away, but I refused. And to be honest, I was tempted to try and kill theirs, but decided not to because they could use Sharp Sight and I lose my dragon and a card for nothing. And because that gave me a good attack as well, ensuring the trade that my opponent had to do. On 6, I went for Fizz and Pantheon. My opponent did a silly attack, so I gave my Fizz a buff to try and set up for lethal next turn. On 7, I gave my Pantheon elusive, which leveled him up and Fizz at the same time. How lovely. And that was a game, as they surely cannot answer that now. The deck is actually lovely and competitive. I played over 30 games and probably lost 4 to 5 only. I tried to get some data from Mobilex, it's called, right? But since most of my games that I have played or played on my tablet, Mobiletics or whatever it's called, didn't record the data for me. But you can take my word for it. If you can't, screw yourself. Anyway, there is more to come, and I'm going back to streaming on Twitch soon. So if you want to see me play or build new decks, or even if you want me to try your meme, you can try to catch me there. Also, there is no custom card of the video, as I'm trying to get this video out as soon as possible, and with all the things that I have to do, it's becoming harder to upload in time. Regardless, if you have any idea of a card or a deck that you want me to try, or even if you want to submit a custom card, contact me either in the section of comments below, yeah, I did that wrong, right? Or in Discord. Remember, I will always reply. Other than that, thank you beautiful gamers for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.